I, some stuff that people don't know what I went through. Alright, ever since I was, I think my 5th grade, no, 6th grade actually, I kept waking up at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning. Well, actually, I think when I was younger, 4, 5 years old, I would wake up, dreams, bad dreams. Go to my parents, father would say, it's just a dream. But back then, see, I'm thinking these people were my real parents. But I felt like it wasn't. Even at that age, I looked like them. But for some reason, it felt like, why I don't feel like I'm part of this family? I mean, I would go to my mom, and why wouldn't like hug me back? Like I was a disease. And so, I think I said this story already. But anyway, in my dreams, I had a fight because father didn't believe me that it was a regular dream, but it wasn't. It was vivid. It was like I was fighting for my soul. I think that the demons that was in my dreams, or the projections, was trying to scare me to submission or something. And I just wouldn't do it. And I was like, well, if my father ain't gonna freaking help me or believe me, then I'm gonna fight myself. And I looked at cartoons for a long time. They put me in front of the TV. I just think I was a superhero. X Factor. This little guy turns himself into a ball. So I figured I had all the powers of the superheroes and the supervillains. So I could just transform into anything that whoop them damn demons' asses. And it felt like I was just a little small person, and there was big, giant mountains and stuff coming at me with spikes on their shoulders and a cage around with flames everywhere. I had that dream for all the way up to I was like 50 years old. Kept fighting spirit as I was doing all other things. Do I have that dream no more? I don't have it no more. But there's some things that happen. But I'll wake up doing that. And then I'll be in school. And when it gets about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm knocked out. I'm sleepy. Between 10 to 1 o'clock, I start getting sleepy. 2 o'clock, about 2 o'clock, 2:30, that's time to go home. I'll be in the classroom knocked the freak out. And they come and they, wake up, you missed the whole class. I said, I ain't missed the whole class. And I remember what the teacher was talking about. I heard everything. It's like my mind picked up everything by listening, but I was basically, my eyes were closed. I was napping, snoring, but I heard stuff. So when I talk about it, it's like I was able to talk about stuff. What the teacher was talking about. He said, how you know what it is? I heard you. I just couldn't stay awake. Did you get enough sleep? I said, I wake up around 1 o'clock or something in the morning and feel like I'm in this real bad dream. And I have to fight in the dream. So, but that was all spell work. Didn't know it then. And God knew I was going through what I was going through. He didn't tell me anything until I got a lot older. So I'm figuring out stuff. Now, I know I talked about this before, so just doing it again, I guess when I talked about it before, none of y'all believe me. So, hey, that happens. So, there's a time when they find out I have sleep apnea. But sleep apnea, so sleep apnea only comes when you're like heavy set. Not when somebody is like, got a waist size of 28 with a skin. And I was skinny, so I didn't have that. There's a lot of stuff I didn't have. Like, I guess, bronchite or something to do with your lungs. With cough. And then after that cough, it knocks you out. I went to, I think it was, if I got married, it was 94. I think 96. It was 2007. I had to get this machine called, it's a machine you put on your nose so you can breathe when you're sleeping, so the oxygen will go into your lungs, through your mouth, through your nose. And it was forced in, because if not, your tongue's gonna flap over your throat, so therefore you can't breathe. And that's what the doctors kept saying, that's happening. I said, well, wouldn't the tongue go into the throat? And then be gagged, you can't, get it out. But I guess my tongue ain't that long, goodness. But yeah, it was like I was waking up and going to sleep 36 times a day. A night. Every night, the same thing. Just kept waking up, going back to sleep. Waking up, going back to sleep. And that's why I was so tired. So I had sleep apnea, but it was spell work. And it was a coat brim. We did that. Of course, I still didn't know who the heck I was. Even at 20-something, 30. I think I was 36 at the time. Still didn't know. And, but yeah, I would gotten to the point where I would cough. If I get sick, so like February, I get a common cold. And when I got older, so I didn't do it when I was younger, because I was older. And I'll cough after a couple of times, I'll pass out. Just be like, be gone. But one day my wife wanted me to drive the car, and I was like, I had a cold, so it's not good. It's not a good idea for me to do it. So she drove, and I was just sitting there. Then all of a sudden I started coughing, and I was like, oh, freak, not again. And I tried to stop it myself, and it just, that last cough came in, and I was out. Head went down. She was just talking to me, and then realized that basically I was out. I was still breathing, but I could hear her. I could hear her, but I can't move. I wasn't able to move. Slide coming out of my mouth and everything. Then she was like, she kept hitting me. Wake up, wake up. Why you ain't waking up? Because I'm out. Happened to me in the bed. Took me to the hospital. He said I had something wrong with my bronchitis. I had bronchitis. I said, I don't, really nobody in my family got that. And I don't got that. It's just something else going on. But they couldn't find anything. They said I went to the hospital. They checked me out. And my heart was going fine. Everything was working. It's just I could hear everything. I couldn't move. It's like when I cough, I knocked myself out completely. But that was spelled, of course. I guess they was trying to do it where I cough and I fall down the stairs, I break my neck, or I was driving a car and I fall and I pass out and I crash, and that's a way to kill me. But God fixed it where it didn't happen like that. I knocked out on the car, but my wife was driving, I wasn't. When I was on the stairs, when I started to cough, I backed off. I was close to the stairs, I backed off, sat down, knocked knocked out. One time, I was about to go to church. There was on a male choir and was supposed to sing. And I started coughing. And I just thought it was regular. The last cough, boom, out. Out, fell down, boom. It hit this basket, plastic, flattened it. Couldn't move, nothing. I could hear her, I just couldn't move. She jumped out of bed and calling on me. And I didn't wake up. My eyes wouldn't move, my eyelids wouldn't move. Nothing was moving. Not my mouth, no, nothing. I think I was able to move my ears. But I could hear them. And after a second, I woke up. I started moving everything. Yeah, that's most of it. But yeah, I had sleep apnea, but I didn't have it because I slimmed down. I gained a little weight, but I still snore. But I don't knock out. I have more of a good night's sleep. So I stopped using the machine because it was actually bad for me, I guess. So, but I really go through some stuff. I went through that. That's from 4 up to I think 50 or something. 50 years old. And then I started doing the spiritual work with God. I'm weakening it. And it's like losing the weight. Doing my breathing, doing that. What's it called that? Meditation. I didn't think it was really doing anything for me, but I guess it was. So, yeah, somebody came into, I guess what they call the back door. They come through. I guess it's the 12 houses. Somebody come through the back door of the 12 houses. Well, somebody was behind me. I couldn't see them, but I could feel people around on my back of my neck. And I guess I could kind of see them in the spirits, like some head poking out to my right side or to my left side, and it didn't look like anybody human. So it must have been a demon. But somebody I knew. I saw a video, somebody was like, well, you didn't know. Well, I know something was there. And I was trying to, block people out of my energy, but for some reason it wasn't working. So I think it was the two people that is always in my energy. There was this person that always wanted back in my energy. They know, or that person knows that I don't think of them as a good friend. I don't think of them as no kind of good person at all because of what the stuff that this person done to me over the years. So I don't think of them that. But they didn't want me to think of them like that, so therefore they could siphon energy and they put a cloak around them, so therefore they can fool other people of who they really are because they don't want people to see them as a monster or this terrible person. And that's what they are. So by me thinking the way I think about them, I think God explained it through a video that by me thinking that way, people actually sees them as who they are. Devils, basically fallen angels. Very low vibrational, very nasty, disgusting. See them for what they are. And all the glamour spells on them, it's not working. People see it. By me looking at them, I know what they're what they look like in a way. And since I was fed up with them, as well as say their group and your quote family that I'm supposed to be from, but I'm not, because I was switched out of a baby before, I guess in Africa or somewhere. And therefore these people are not my family. But I feel I'm supposed to be looking for me, but it just seems like they're not. And I mean, like, do I look African to you? I don't think I look African to me. They paid some light ones too, or brown skin ones. But I don't look like them. They don't look like me, so. Anyway. And I'm older now, so I don't feel that way. Do I feel like Africa is my home? No, I don't. Do I think I want to go there? Probably don't. I mean, school that's getting better. But it is hot over there. Hot, really hot. I like heat. I like it that much. I know they got air conditioned areas. But I really want to know who my family is over there. No, I don't care to. If they got money, whoopie-doo, happy for them. And something that's so from mine, they probably ain't gonna give it up. They probably like, you're American. We don't like you anyway. Hey, I'm cool. I ain't doing it for that. Anyway, so therefore, some stuff you don't know I go through. It's like yeah, the back door. So basically, this person somehow is in my energy, or anybody, some soulmate or whatever, get in my energy. And then if they got a karmic friend that's basically their side piece or their call it, third party, if they having sex with each other, I feel it. I don't want to feel it, but for some reason that's like what it is. And I ain't gay, so I don't like that mess at all. That's an abomination. I mean, I know some people out there, they gotta probably go both ways, but I mean, that's your preference. That's not mine. And so I'd be like, spiritual, turn my hand into a spiritual blade, and I go like that, and pray that that person has erectile dysfunction for the rest of their life. And the only way they kind of want to get in my energy so that they can use it again to screw whoever they're going to get involved with. But other than that, that shit ain't going to work. Fingers don't matter. I don't care. I don't want to feel it. And I shouldn't have to. Nobody should have to go through all that mess. Whoever they with, and they got a side person in their energy, but you don't even know that you think you're talking to that person spiritually, but they got another person in their energy that's basically following them, making them feel a certain way, and then they thinking about you, and then you starting to feel it. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. I'm pretty sure a lot of other people going through it too. But basically that's what it is. And you don't want to deal with all that. Cut people. That's why I cut people off really quick. Because that's a disrespect right there. That person don't give me nothing. They don't care about me. They think so what somebody else told them that I'm like, but I'm not. I said, come find out for yourself. Don't be asking all these people. But, they don't listen. But anyway, I'm going to stop it right here. I mean, I guess I should talk about the real nitty-gritty that goes on in my life. what I really go through, and what maybe some people don't go through. And I know Satan's not messing with all the chosen ones right now because, well, he did that so therefore it probably pissed me off, but he ain't pissing me off. Basically, if they are doing good, I'm happy for them. But if they telling me to do this, you shouldn't do that because you're agreeing with Satan. You just signed a contract to be with them because he ain't messing with you. And you want me to shut up. So it's like there's a fence. Jesus on one side and Satan's on the other side. And the person chooses the fence, neither side, but since Satan owns the fence, so he just joined Satan's side, picking the fence instead of picking Jesus. So by he's not bothering you, and you telling me to be quiet. You just signed a contract. You chosen Jesus. You chosen Satan. And so I mean, there's a certain person that did that a while ago, maybe a couple of weeks ago. So hopefully he understands what I'm saying. He not agree with it, but it just told everybody else and understand what that means. All right, peace. God bless. Hope and God bless you.